Hello, everyone. I
Hello.
think it's working. Yeah, it seems to be working.
Yay.
We're live.
Yippee.
If you hear a
Yay.
dog in the background, it's because he's chasing after a fly and it's not working because a fly can fly and he can't.
Oops.
And he's growling after it because he cannot catch it.
Oh. Poor little guy.
He's very stupid. It's perfect. Anyway, we are small dreamers. We make games.
Yeah.
And we've been working on the game again. That's what we do.
Yeah. Yeah, we have.
And I must say, this past weeks, the game working on the game has looked a lot like making photos and cutting them out.
It's mostly
most of my time was that.
Pages of writing, and that's
Yes.
it.
I can share right away. Let's go.
Yeah. Go.
I'm just gonna go through our Patreon post.
Yay.
If you want to subscribe to us on Patreon, you can.
Please
do. If you subscribe to the free tier, I'll send you a link to the Discord, and you'll get occasional things. Hello, Beefy.
Hello, Beefy. But yeah, we've been working on the game, and since the game has to look like cross stitches by choice,
yes,
we are in the midst of trying to create a special shader just for us.
Yes.
That will make any asset we make look like a cross stitch element.
It's sort of working now.
It is sort of. But that involved a lot of real life stitching.
Yes.
And picture taking and picture selecting, cutting, editing, and stuff like that.
So yeah, I found a macro lens, and you did some stitching on the special grid.
Do you have a picture of the sampler, or do you have the sampler with you?
I have the sampler somewhere. Wait, I know where it is. It's right here.
Yeah, because that doesn't make sense unless we can show it, kind of. But yeah.
Wait, I dropped an important paper that I need to remember is on the floor now.
Oops. Okay, pick it up first. Sure.
But I have an exam next week, and I need to present that specific paper that was now on the floor. And if I don't put it back, I will lose it forever, and then I will not be able to take an exam and stuff.
that'd be a problem.
So yeah, I have
bit
a
of
sampler.
Waste. So we have a sampler. What we call a sampler is basically I took fabric that is made for cross stitching, and I stitch it by hand, variations of all the stitches we're going to use in the game.
Yes.
Which are full stitches, half stitches, 3/4 stitches, and all of them in the different thickness of thread we had. So that's what we call a sampler, to contextualize a bit. And that sampler, then you found a macro photo camera with a macro lens, so that you could take very, very detailed pictures of all of these stitches.
Yes. Oh yeah. The first step was coloring the picture in black.
Yeah.
The grid, the base grid, so that the stitches show up better and that the pictures look probably better. I'm not sure it was the right way to go in the end, but it seemed like in my head it was the best version possible, and I still think it will work. But maybe something else would have been better. I don't know.
Hey,
hello,
small kitty,
and high-end tools.
High-end tools, sure.
Sure.
Like we leftover the fabric dye, leftover cross stitch fabric.
And I used an old toothbrush to make to basically swirl the thing around.
An old toothbrush. That was the dyeing process.
Yes.
With old toothbrush. Not macro lens. No, but the timing was perfect. Not worries. That was funny because a lot of it was things we already had. Some of it things we bought again because the first sampler I did was good, but also we realized that the fabric was threaded a bit too big for us. So basically so we made two samplers that Seb is currently showing with the cam with
let me go back to the just chatting so that my camera is bigger.
Yeah, okay.
Here you go.
So the first one was the bigger one. But then so using the same thread, so these are the same stitches, you can see the difference with how tightly woven the fabric is. And so because the first one wasn't woven very tight, so we were like, that's probably not the effect we want.
Yeah, we wanted more fluffy feeling.
So yeah, wanted a little bit more fluffy feeling, possibly. Hopefully.
So, yeah, that's what we've been doing. And so yeah, look at my very high-end setup with a chair in the garden of my dad's garden.
Change screen.
Change screen because I need to change the screen. Otherwise, you cannot see anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a very high-end setup with a random chair with a box and a book.
The only high-end thing here is the camera, to be fair.
Yes. And that macro lens is like 15 years old, and the camera as well.
Yeah.
And my dad still had it, and he was like, yeah, I think we still have it. And he sent me a picture. I was like, oh yeah, well, that will do.
That will do.
And that will probably do.
Yeah, it might do, actually. Might very well do.
Yeah.
And so now that you've taken, what is it, 126?
Oh, I've taken like, stitches? I don't know, 15 gigs of pictures, and then I've been sifting through them.
Yeah. And now is the funniest part of it.
It's looking at these stitches. Look at so yeah, here's the sampler. I've shown you that. This is one of the pictures basically. What I got out of the camera. This is a low res version, of course, but yeah. And every time, think about the main stitch that I was aiming for is this one.
Yeah.
So I was basically going through every single image one by one,
trying to isolate
each
stitch.
The highest resolution possible of a stitch, and also the clearest pictures possible. Because taking high resolution photos of something that's extremely small, it's not easy. And when they all look the same, you need to be organized and you need to have a system. So I made an entire grid thing. Wait, let me see. Where is it? I basically gave them all names, numbers on the thing. Oh wait, I need to remove this one up. And then I said, okay, this picture, this one is called, I don't know, this one is called like C something and A something. And then I just went over the entire list and went, okay, this one is going to be this stitch. This one is going to be this stitch. And then I set up a little system and have raw images, because that's the raw, it's a photo camera thing that basically gives you a bunch of extra info and file. It's a big file system.
It's a file format, basically,
with a bunch of things in it.
Yeah, it's a very heavy but very detailed file format for pictures.
Yeah, and then basically I cut out one stitch out of each image, like this one. Then remove the black background by hand, because I refuse to use AI tool and stuff. Yeah, basically that's what I did. Between each shot, I just moved the stitch a bit, and then adjusted the focus a tiny bit, because since it's a macro lens, the focus is very shallow, and even though this seems flat, it's very much not. So there were high points and low points, and between each shot I had to readjust the focus slightly. So it was pretty tedious.
Yeah, it still is.
It still is. We're not finished.
We're not
done. This is the first one. I cut it out, And then I made a little background because I also made pictures of the background. I only have this right now.
The fabric itself,
The
so that
fabric
we have
itself, because
the
that's
same
going to
exact
be
grid than was used for the stitches.
Yeah, and you can see it in here, and then I made some helper lines on it and stuff. And then basically I adjusted. This is the raw image cut out, and then I adjusted it a bit and cheated it to make sure it fits in the grid. As you can see, it has an extra leg now that it didn't really have here.
That couldn't be seen because, of course,
Yes.
real fabric deforms a bit when you stitch, and especially because I was making the stitches so spaced out, you didn't have a neighbor stitch to balance it out.
Yeah.
To make sure that you would have a good regular line. So we have to cheese it a bit.
Yeah, but it looks
but
it looks pretty
it
good.
looks
I
good.
think this stitch
It
looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And then and then I need to do all 126 of them.
Yay!
And so far, it took me 2 days, and I've done 7.
That's great. That's so great. We're so gonna every 126 stitches.
Very soon in the future, we're going to both be spending like a couple days doing just that.
Yeah.
Once we have like ironed out all the kinks and stuff, because this is not exactly perfect right now. We need to fix it a bit.
Adjust the grid,
Adjust the
thing,
grid,
because
do the things.
You've started to have results now with the 7
Yes.
stitches you got, and I'm not like
It could be better.
It could be better, but I think the problem is not the stitches; it's the grid. Of course, there are shader adjustments to make with everything, but I think it's mostly the grid, because to make it look more like an actual stitch, you have to let go of the rigidness of. Yeah, but it's logic that it works like that, and you have to cheese it.
Yeah, we have to cheese it. There's no way we can adjust it for every single frame or whatever.
No, but also like, because for now you're containing them really, really precisely inside the grid, and they're gonna have to kind of go over each other's a bit.
That's not possible.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to find a way.
It's not possible. It cannot be done with the stitch. I don't know how.
We'll find a way.
I don't know. That's not how the shader will work. It would.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Like, because like right now you see you grid here.
Yeah.
Zoom in on the grid.
This one.
All right.
This is
so the red lines. What are they used?
Those are basically the little. These are to tell me where the holes are, and each square of these is one stitch. This is one stitch. This is one stitch. This is one stitch, and the grid is 4 stitches. It's 4 squares because it's woven fabric. So if you want to repeating texture,
that's not what I'm asking. The red lines. Why are there 3 red lines, 4 red lines? What are they used when you place the stitch?
For me, they are guidelines so that I know that basically the black part is a hole in the grid, and I use those 3 lines to align the grid to it. I basically deformed the background a bit to make sure that it fit in this area. And when I'm placing the main stitches on it, like this one, if I'm placing it on it, I don't really look at those 2 little red lines. I only look at the middle one, because one stitch fits in 1 square basically. And you could, and then it needs to fit exactly in that square. It can be smaller, no problem, but if it's bigger, it will be cut off. It cannot overlap.
Okay.
Because that's sadly a limitation of the shader, and it's just not possible. I have no idea how I would be able to do that.
Wow.
That's not possible. That's not how the shader will work.
Okay, can you show me the things you made today?
Yes.
The results you had today.
Let me show you. Wait, I need to find Godot. I didn't open Godot. I'm stupid. Wait,
Anu!
Godot,
Macadoo!
where are you?
Macadoo!
Wait, open the file. And I don't want. Why does he? Oh, I don't know. Where's my Godot? Why did he wants to open Godot 4 point whatever, not the right version. It's 4.7 I want. And yes, your camera went away for a bit. And you're back now.
I see nothing.
Okay.
Don't worry, chat.
Let's
It's
show this
fine.
one. It should be working, this one. Let's see. World scene. Let's just launch the thing right away.
We don't see it.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. And right now, this is what you get.
Okay.
See?
See, because right now, they're not touching the holes, or barely touching the holes.
They're barely touching the holes. They need to overlap a bit more.
Yeah.
Or the holes need to be bigger.
No. No, they don't need to. They shouldn't be too big, because if they're too big, we're going to see through.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be weird.
And that's going to probably... No, but it's not that it's going to be weird. It's going to be a problem of legibility. There's going to be too many informations over each other.
Yeah, I know. Basically. I understand. Hello, cat.
So it's more going to be like cheesing in the term of, even if the stitch seems pointy, make it more rounded, and stuff like that, so that it does feel like it touches.
Well, it's possible. You know what I mean? We just need to make it fit in the square a bit larger.
Yeah, no, that's what we need to do, because right now they look completely disconnected.
Yeah.
And they don't look like they're part of the same cross stitch. Zoom out though, because also like we're never going to be that zoomed in.
No, we're never going to be that close.
Of course.
It's going to be like something like this, but there's no lighting and stuff yet. I was testing. I overlapped the two characters because I was testing the little system that there's. Wait, let's see. There's basically those what is it? A Z-index sorting. That's what it's called.
Having some
and if I put this is the girl on top. If I put her on -1, it works immediately.
Don't take it out of context. Don't chat. Don't.
I didn't do anything.
No, it's fine.
So anyway, basically we'll be able to just make a 2D game however we want.
Cool.
And then with this shader, it's just put your game scene in here, and then the shader takes care of everything and basically uses the cameras as 2D. What's it called? Basically renders the subview parts as we want to. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. But so that's gonna be it. We're gonna, of course, we still have a lot of work to do to make it look really good. But yeah, that's the thing, and we need to just a little bit so that
we'll just push them a bit
fluffy.
Because right now, look, this is how it is in the file, and I could completely like make it bigger or stretch it a bit.
Yeah,
like we just need to fix it. Let's see. Can I just do this one, transform, and then pull it a bit out, But then you need to adjust the borders so that the borders look good and stuff.
Yeah, this kind of things. Probably more like a deform than a transform.
Yeah, right now it's just this is just a stretch, but
yeah.
Thanks, Small Kitty. It looks good. I like how it looks.
It's okay.
It's just like, let's push it a little bit further while we're still testing things.
Because I do have a cross stitch thing under my eyes right now, IRL on my desk,
touching.
and I'm like,
I don't have one of those.
They're kind of touching, yeah. So I should give you one.
I was on Reddit today, and I followed the cross stitch Reddit thing. I was like, oh yeah, sure. Okay. Let's go.
Hey, thank you, Egan, for the raid. Welcome. But yeah, no, it needs to be fluffier, and it needs to be more like, it feels like it's all on the same fabric. Because right now they're not touching on the whole yarn or anything.
Right now they feel a little bit disconnected.
Yeah.
Yeah, they feel it's pretty close to the stitch. To the stitch shader we found actually.
Yeah, no, it's pretty close for sure. Hey, Egan.
The shaders are coming along slowly but surely.
Yeah, we're at the like Eska was saying, we're at this point where I can say, I'm not fully satisfied. We need to modify this. So it's a good sign. It's actually a sign of progress of being
Yes.
able to nitpick now. Also, my shock is completely gone. I
Your
mean,
shock is gone because yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
It's when I
I'm not sad. It's fine.
when I
No,
remove the Discord from my screen because I'm moving windows
it's
around. Discord tends to get minimized, and if it's minimized, it doesn't render the video anymore.
fine. Yeah, classic.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can hear rain and thunder. We might be having a panicky dog in a couple minutes
Oh
because he does not
no.
like the thunder.
Yeah, no, there's rain where I am, but I don't hear thunder so far.
Yeah,
So.
but he just stood up. I think he heard something in the distance or something.
Oh no, baby.
It's going to be fine.
Oh, puppy. Poor baby.
My
Come on, poor
roommate
baby dog.
is away this week, so I need to take care of the dog. Hello, cat. And the cat.
And yes, again, being able to tweak our shaders is a good sign, sure.
Yes.
Also, we still have so many stitches variations to cut out and deform and adapt. But yeah, we're getting first results.
Yes. This is the first
And
result.
that's
I
cool.
think this is going to be something that's going to be a work in progress for a long time still.
Yeah, of course. We're gonna keep tweaking it as we go, but we would need like right now to have a good first result.
Take over. I'll be right back.
Oh, yep. I heard the thunder. Okay, yeah, no. The dog is probably being panicky on Seb's side. How are you though, all of you? How are you doing? Hang on, I need to moderate the chat. AI viewers. Imagine advertising AI viewers. You're not even advertising like bot viewers like a normal person. We're at the stage. We're at the stage of existence where they're advertising AI viewers. Like, no, view me yourself, you cowards. Come on. Bot my views the old ways. The scene we showed was by stretching the first stitch that was taken in picture. No, it was by using like literally the picture you see of a stitch and a few others, and like putting it on the grid. So that's the one that's already been kind of modified. So we need to modify it a bit different and deform it a bit differently for it to work. Yeah, there were some others. Yeah, there were some others, because the assets he's using for the test with the girl and the boy are already have all the data. They already a cross stitch pattern, so they already have the data where I want a half stitch or a 3/4 stitch to give depth and texture, even more texture to the assets, and so that way he can test with the full everything. Oh, hi, you can see a little cat passing by Seb's camera.
I'm
Hello,
back.
Rocket.
And I have a cat.
Oh, another cat. Mook, hey. The angled stitches were convincing enough. There were borders, shapes, and so on. Yes, no, there is, we're starting really to see something. As I said, like right now I'm not fully satisfied, but also I'm zooming in at an angle that you players will never see.
No.
Unless you're really zooming on your screen or something, or you find a way to choose it yourself. But yeah, I'm gonna be like, I just want it to look good even close up, because then I'm gonna zoom out and I'm gonna not have to ponder why it doesn't look the way I want.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm thinking of allowing the player to slightly zoom in and out.
Yeah,
but not a lot.
Yeah, not a lot, for sure. But yeah, no, because also I really want it to be really as fluffy as possible and as tight knit as possible.
Yes,
because as I said, the more transparency and the more we see both the grid and what's behind, the more noise information we have visually.
Yeah, of
and
course.
That will make it even harder for me to make interesting assets.
Yeah, I was thinking of putting a wall behind the thing that you can vaguely maybe sometimes see a bit of wall behind it if you want to, if in certain spots, but most of the time it'll just be black.
Yeah, the thing is, you have to keep it dark, or because the color will leach, basically.
Exactly.
It's also the case with normal cross stitch in real life, is that even if you very tightly knit it, you will always have a slightest bit of transparency due to the holes in the grid, in your fabric, between your stitches. So even by knitting it, so you always have a little bit of influence on what's behind and how light or how colorful it is. And it's going to be worse for us because we're automatizing the process, so we're going to have more transparency.
We're gonna have
in a way.
big holes.
So once again, do not take that out of context, chat, please. But we're gonna have big holes indeed.
That's why I'm thinking about putting a wall behind the main grid, because the game is still in a big grid.
Yeah. Take what? Yep.
Yes, I know, Kat. I know, Doug. You're stressed out. It's fine.
Oh, everybody's stressed out.
He does not like the thunder, and he doesn't handle. He doesn't know how to handle his panic because he's a dog.
I see us making plans to inspect our stitches from up close.
Oh, sure, you can do it.
For sure, have fun.
They're pretty high res for something that will be very, very, very tiny on screen.
Yeah, it's going to be very tiny. So for now, we're keeping it very high res so that we can do really the most.
Right now, they're 128 pixels by 128, which is a lot.
Yeah, and that's also like what you said earlier to me. You had two ways of going about going. You had two ways of making the shader work, and one of the ways you cannot because our stitches are too high res. So the shader would have to calculate like thousands and dozens of thousands of pixels.
Yeah, it was 30,000 by 17,000 pixels. A screen render.
Yeah, that's a bit. That's a bit too ambitious.
A little bit overkill.
So, a little bit overkill for what is basically glorified and texturized pixel art.
Yes.
That's a lot. So we're gonna be more responsible and not overload every PC we try to put the game on. We're already going to have enough issues with optimization.
Oh yeah, because there's going to be like 3D elements and stuff, and it's going to be there's a lot of technical questions still need to be fixed. No, dog, you cannot wait. He's trying to jump over the couch that is on that side of the camera. And he cannot jump over. He wants to come over here, but I don't know how to explain to him that he can just walk around. But I don't know. There's scary noises in the hallway, so he doesn't want to come.
No.
Oh well.
Poor puppy. Yeah. I don't think the Twitch overheard it, but I did in the Discord mic. I heard a little bit of a crying dog noise, like help, help, help! There's thunder! Help, help, help!
I don't know how to tell him. It's just thunder. It's nothing. There's nothing we can deal with.
It's fine. You're fine.
Anyway, my other roommate is in the room with him right now, but he doesn't really consider her to be a real person. Somehow
it doesn't count. Apparently,
she doesn't count.
Oh,
I don't know. It's weird.
No,
doesn't matter. So yeah, we've been working on this for a long time. I've been cutting out the stitches, and I have made what I said 7 or something. Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Right now, I did these 7.
Yay! Look at him. Look at these pretty stitches. Don't look at them too closely. I feel self-conscious about them still.
These are a little bit adjusted. They're fine. I think that, like on this one, I'd make this part a little fatter next time.
Yeah.
Because I made it a little thinner to touch more of the corners basically. And I think I need to find a better deform tool. And I don't have any. I don't know GIMP well enough. to use it correctly and be able to basically use the deform tools in the right way. And I need to figure out how that works. If any of you know how to work on pictures by deforming stuff, I'd really like some pointers because I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying stuff.
We enjoy that. Don't look at my stitches. Frankenstein's monster, probably. Yep.
Indeed.
Yep. Yeah, me and Frankenstein. Two. That's at least two. I'm not alone, at least. I'm probably a doctor here or there. Don't look at my stitches.
So yeah. Anyway, I've been looking at stuff. There's like online tools to deform things, but they're like very extreme, and half of them are like, try our new AI whatever bullshit, and I don't want to.
Oh god, yeah, we've had.
I want the stitches to feel like stitches, not like hallucinated stitches that don't look like the picture I gave it.
Yeah, and you know what? I've recently gone into a community of artist streamers.
Mm-hmm.
I stumbled upon them and adopted them on the way. I'll talk about this more, I think, in October, because there is a charity event that is very nice that they're organizing. Anyway, but so I'll ask them.
Yeah, that's
they're mostly like illustration artists, you know, like people who
people who
draw.
They know tools.
Visually draw, but they might know tools for photo editing too. So I'll ask.
Hey, I have this and I want it to fit in this. How? Help.
Yeah, no, more like, do you have like a way to deform a picture or a PNG, or what's the tool? How can I use it to the most to really adjust tiny things and show them? I'll try to ask. I'll try to find the words to explain this.
Oh yeah, you were the one that sent that Minecraft texture pack over. Yeah, and I actually saw it on TikTok already. Have you? I showed you this, didn't I?
Was it you? I don't know. Someone sent me a reel.
Yeah,
my shark is gone.
did.
My shark is gone again.
Your shark is
gone again.
What the hell?
Yeah. Thank you.
Is it gone again?
Yeah.
That's that's GIMP. I just opened GIMP to see if I could find some programs just override whatever's going on.
Yeah. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, no, the texture pack. Yeah,
that's cool.
The Minecraft Stitch texture pack. I think it's you sent me the reel of the creator. Yeah. Yeah,
because I saw it,
cool.
and like one day after you sent the Eska, you sent the thing.
TikTok snitched. Yeah. No, I watched and I followed the creator. That's very interesting.
Same, I followed it there nice. Too. And I've been looking at. They've been making some more. If they ever finish their entire pack, I might install Minecraft and try it out.
Oh, I will. We could make it a stream.
Yeah,
it would be very fun. Little Minecrafty, Stitchy, Minecraft Stitch stream.
Well, we've been talking about making more streams. We're still working on planning those out. I have my exam next Friday, so in like 10 days.
Oh right, yeah, next Friday.
And then I'm done, and then we can work on Small Dreamers for real.
Yeah,
and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm also like taking it easy for now and having a lot of other things kind of taking priority right now. But once you start, I'm gonna also refocus my time and energy on
it's what I said. It's basically my thing is the 4th of September, and I was like, okay, that's a Friday. The next Monday, we start our new job for reals.
Yeah,
we get paid and everything.
The actual, let's say, production cycle or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're gonna focus more on this. We've both made like schedules and plannings. We still haven't fixed deadlines yet.
No.
For what we want to make. We probably should.
Maybe we should do that like this week or next week.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It's like sit down for like an hour and be like, okay, what's the plan?
Okay, what's the plan? And when do we want this to be kind of done with, or at what stage we want it to be done by this point, or whatever. and look at it and try to make it work, And
Yeah, I want to
and
focus
then
on the.
be terribly unrealistic and optimistic about it.
Of course.
And
But
then never meet a deadline.
yeah.
That's great. I love this. Let's do that.
I want to focus on the visuals for a bit because that's good for the as
That's
well
important.
for showing stuff off.
Yeah.
Like I can show off the fighting system that's half built and that's sort of working, but it's not very pretty. So it would be better if it was pretty.
All right.
So I think we need to have a little more visual, be a little more
Yeah.
visual forward for a bit.
Yeah, I need to make a bit of a map and decor, I think.
Yeah.
And a few more things. It's gonna take a while.
It's going to be fine.
But anyway, yeah, gonna need to do that. We need to discuss views and stuff also, like what we want. Oh, hello, cat. Are you feeling better? No, you're not feeling better. No, you're
No.
not.
I heard that meow.
Yeah, she's a bit sick today.
Poor baby.
She's having tummy issues, poor baby.
Oh no. So yeah, we need to discuss views. You said views of what?
Yeah, views are like what we want the map to look like. Like,
oh yeah.
What are the different cameras we want so that I can make, basically a kind of mock-up, but more like a test.
Yeah.
For each.
We need to make little tests for everything.
But we want everything to.
Yeah.
Every view, every camera, like basically like angle in a way, like the map when you
Yeah,
travel,
the map,
what it looks like,
exploration.
when you're exploring a place.
Yeah, dialogue stuff.
Dialogue stuff.
It's going to be on the exploration page, but there still needs to be something for the visuals.
Yeah, sure, but that's not what I mean.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
I need to know exactly the different point of views and cameras angle and stuff, and sizing of things, dimensions and stuff, so that I can plan better, like what type of assets I need to make for each, and what kind of thing we want. Like, do we want very detailed decors? Do we want something faking it a bit? Do we want to just have different flat assets? Like it depends what we want.
Well, of course, the main idea would be, oh yeah, well, let's make everything a bespoke object and if nothing ever repeats, but that's not possible.
No,
we need to be realistic. Also, there's only two of us, and we cannot make an entire game where every screen is different.
Yeah, and we cannot do like an FF8 or 10 where you have basically like decors when you're exploring are basically 3D made 2D, made flat.
No, that's not what we're about.
There's of 3D environments that we're not going to be able to do. So I'm going to look more at actual pixel art references for JRPGs that actually handmade the decors when you explore.
We can look at games like Sea of Stars and older Super Nintendo games like Chrono Trigger and stuff.
Yeah, no, we had tons of references to look at.
There's so many games that have references and stuff, so we can just get inspired by looking at those. Just look up a bunch of them and be like, oh yeah, that's good for our game. This is good for our game. Maybe we should look a bit more at that one and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
And then
it's going to be
realistic
fun.
with my level of artistry too. Probably also gonna have to.
It's going to get better over time.
Sure, but it's not for now.
No, but that's fine.
The thing is, it's not that I don't trust that I would get better. It's that if I get better throughout, I'm gonna have to redo everything.
I know.
So the aim would be to find a style and a way of doing things that accounts for it in a way, or makes up for it, for the gap.
Do you think those medieval tapestries are pretty easy to make?
Not necessarily, no.
Some bits of it. You made one picture from the.
Yeah.
You made that castle, and it was pretty cool.
I made the castle and stuff, but still, one asset, like that's one element that would look good,
know, but,
and it's easier because I had a model for it, so it was easy to adapt it and then transform it. But once I'm looking at, okay, I have a map, I need to see this, see that, see this. I'm like, how do I make water look good from a map point of view, which is different than a tapestry point of view?
Of course.
Because they didn't do top-down view. I don't know if you've noticed. They were
No, they
very
didn't do
much
top
like
down. They didn't even
they
really
did
do
side
perspective.
view.
It's
Side
like a
view of
vague side view.
everything. Mostly side view of things. A
Unless
bit
we want to go what was it? Is it Zelda 2 on the NES, which is entirely a side scroller?
Oh no.
I don't want to.
No, we do not want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. Let me look
No,
it
I
up.
don't want
Hang on.
that either.
Zelda 2.
I said it mostly as a joke. It's Zelda 2: The
Yeah,
Adventure
no.
of Link, and it's
No,
entirely
no.
a side scroller.
I mean, no,
It's a
but
side
sure.
scroller RPG, which is a weird idea. I should play that. I
Yeah.
should play that game someday.
Sure.
But I think
Yeah.
it's probably old and forgotten for a good reason, that it wasn't a very good idea, because they
You know,
didn't go back to it.
show what Zelda 2 looks
Oh
to,
yeah,
to chat.
yeah, right. Zelda 2: Adventure of Link. Images.
Yeah, I mean, to answer your question, Eska, I'm pondering on flowy water, to be fair. It's not going to be like, I think I can make it move, but the references I'm going to use for it are probably going to be very medieval. And I'm going to have to adapt them because it's a bit, they do look like waves, but they're not going to be not going to be easy to adapt into something that I can tile in a way.
Yeah, they would have to have like a very specific animation if they flow.
So it's mostly, I think, gonna be like the same tiles, but with one thing that goes white, one thing that goes blue. Like.
Yeah, maybe it could
Blink,
be mostly
color
static.
change blinks that would look like that, or it could be static.
We could
Sure,
decide that backgrounds are mostly static, and that way we
sure,
don't have to do any animations and stuff.
sure. But no, there wouldn't be like water currents and stuff like.
No.
No, that's too much. And also that would clash with the rest of things. So it would be more like slight animations, very like 1-2 frames, maybe 4 at most, for things in the background, and it's gonna be just specific things.
That's not what I wanted. Damn.
What are you doing?
I was thinking about the map view on Chrono Trigger.
Then look at, I don't know. It's probably not gonna be map. It's not gonna be
This is
called
the map
map.
view of Chrono Trigger. Basically, you see this, and you have a very
Yeah.
tiny character that walks around on it.
And you meet monsters like that, or
And there's no monsters on the map in Chrono
there's no
Trigger.
encounters. Okay.
But
You can only fight when you're in a.
but when you go into the
dungeon, basically.
exploration part, you can see monsters and stuff, and you can see them when walking around. Anyway, I just thought of that because you were talking about the maps and stuff, and I don't believe they don't have many animations. I think there's maybe like birds flying by in the foreground, very high up, like very tiny birds, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's a bit more zoomed out than I thought.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit more zoomed out than I think we want.
Yeah.
But it's a good spot. You
I
should
don't
just
know,
do
actually. It feels very like, so when you explore, like, put me on, find the Chrono Trigger walkthrough or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that I can see it.
Let's see whatever Small Dreamers has as Chrono Trigger.
Look at what the
No
algorithm
commentary.
thinks.
Sure, 18 hours. Oh, it's not a very long game. Let's turn off the sound.
Let's bet through it.
And be like, okay, let's see if I can find the map view somewhere.
I want to see a bit of everything.
Okay. Let me see.
Because I want to work out how encounters work.
Okay. Let's see. Then I need to go a little further in the game.
Boring. And so, like, yeah, that's you go into. No, it doesn't make sense. Hang on. You're already in a combat here.
I'm in combat. Wait. I need to find a spot because there's no combat at the beginning.
Yeah, of course. It's the introduction.
Hey, yeah, they talk around.
Yeah, this, yes, sure.
This is the exploration bits. I think after if I remember correctly, they say, yeah, go into the future or whatever. Yeah, the machine breaks down. And then, okay, here you enter, you see the exploration part. And here there will be monsters. See, you see a monster peeping out. And it's like basically a little scene for this one. And then you see the monsters and then the combat starts. And sometimes the monsters are just walking around, and when you run into them or they run into you, the combat starts. Which is basically how I am envisioning things for this game, for our game. And then in Chrono Trigger, the combat happens directly on the exploration screen. But we will have a dedicated screen.
Wasn't what we wanted. So because we wanted a dedicated view.
Yeah.
We cannot use the same way of doing
will
things.
have to have a transition screen basically.
Yeah, and so it will feel.
No, but it's like a random JRPG when you run into like Dragon Quest. If you run into a monster, you have like a and you end up in the main thing. Let's get out of here. Oh, see, here's the map view.
Okay, map view. So that's from going to one place to another, from one place to another.
See,
and then it's just so basically it's the travel map is this, and then you just have big maps for everything instead.
Yeah, it's one big map. There's very little animation now. There's like there's a little halo over on top of it, but yeah, Dragon Quest, that's what I was talking about. Neat reference for those, because they also have like world maps and stuff, and they do it again in another way. I was thinking about this one because I like the map is pretty, basically. I'd have to go dig some specific images up from older Dragon Quests and older Final Fantasies and stuff, where there's also a map view where you walk around on the map. But Final Fantasy 4 through 6 is less obvious because they use the the Super Nintendo Mode 7 thing. Or is that only when you fly around? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Can't tell.
6.
Okay.
Sure, let's do the pixel remaster real quick. And you will walk around on the map for a long time. This is not the map. This is not the map. Yeah, they're in the fields here. So after the battle ends, so here. After the battle ends, we'll end up. This is not the map view. They don't spend a lot of time on the map in this game, I guess. Let's see if I can find it. This is very riveting gameplay. This is a very, very fascinating stream.
Hey, it's okay.
It's research.
It's research, yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to end up spoiling the game for people. I don't know. I've not played this game in a while.
Fine.
I just spend a lot of time.
These games are old enough that I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Like at this point, either you're like me and you're gonna play it regardless.
Yeah.
Or you just we just can't. Like at this point, these games are decades old for some of them. So honestly,
yeah,
just go and play them. It's fine. Just because we spoil like a few things, it's not gonna be. Okay, so sure.
They're still talking. I saw there's a maps. There's a lot of wandering around here. See, this is the world map.
Oh, it's weird.
And
okay. Oh, this one is weird.
Yeah,
okay,
I don't really like the map view in this one. That's why I didn't use it as a. I think it's Dragon Quest like 5 or something. That's probably 2D still. Sure. Let's see. I don't know. I think they're 3D starting in 7 or something. Oh wait, what the hell? Oh, it's there's been remakes. I was a Super NES. Let's see. Here we go.
Oh god, the colors.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the colors. Oh, they
this is an older game, huh?
Oh, it's cool. It's cute though.
See, here's the map view. Why would you go back into the village? Stupid.
Okay, so here's the funny thing is that all these old games, they used a lot of texturing like that with tiles and stuff.
Yeah.
we're gonna have to be much more spare with it.
Yeah, it's not the
Because, as I
same.
said,
Here's the
no,
map.
but also because the stitching themselves will already create enough visual noise.
Yeah,
So I'm
we
gonna
cannot
have to
have
be much more spare
like if you
or much
watch.
more radical in it, so
Yeah.
that, for example, my texture are gonna be very empty, except for actual patterns or stuff, which is why I took so many pictures of the tapestry of the apocalypse when we went to Angers, because they use sort of patterns like stuff to symbolize the background and where they are and stuff in some of these tapestries, medieval tapestries, and I'm gonna reuse that to be like, oh, this is forest, this is just fields.
Yeah, I think
Go
that's
for
a good
it.
idea.
It's grass. Go.
Because like here, this grass texture would be way too noisy for our stitchings.
I will have to be like just a few, even almost Minecrafty for the grass, for
Yeah,
example.
you could basically make maybe
with
the
just
background be
few,
green for
a few
that screen.
pixels. I cannot do that because the minute you go on other, like if I have to be like, I need to, I actually think that's a good question, because the background shouldn't change too much, because I cannot account for it when I make an asset.
Oh, I know what
When I
you
make
mean.
an asset, I cannot account for it when I pick the colors. For when I'm gonna make, like, if I make a tree, that's great. I can assume like it's gonna be on the map, but if we reuse it somewhere else and we've changed the color of the wall behind the tapestry,
Yeah, then you need to shift the color slightly or something.
Then I will need to shift the colors, and I cannot do that for every asset.
No, that's going to take ages.
Yeah, so the wall should not change colors unless we really wish it to, in specific spaces that we know is not going to be bothersome.
It will be possible. I don't know if we'll want to do that, and we'll have to choose.
That being said, it's going to change at some point, and that point is the end there count.
Of course, but there won't be any trees there.
Yeah, well,
probably
they're going to be backward tree shape ish.
Yeah,
maybe, you know.
They will not be there. We have not looked at that part of the game yet, and there's not going to be stitching anyway.
Yep.
The shader will be different.
It's gonna be a bit different.
It's going to be probably like models with like 2D models or something with a string texture over top or something.
Stuff I don't know yet.
I don't know yet, but I don't know how I would make them otherwise. I don't know.
I may have some ideas, but I need to think on it.
Yeah, we need to think about those, but we've been
one thing at a time, because like,
yes, there's a lot of questions still.
First we need to make this look good.
Yes.
So the right side look good first.
Yes.
Then the back side look horrible but clear enough.
Look weird and strange and different. Yeah, and that's going to be cool. That's going to be a lot of work, and that's something for future us to deal with.
Yeah, in a month or two.
And we will hate past us when we get there, probably. But it's fine. I'm still hating past me when I said, yeah, we probably need 3 versions of every stitch in every thread count. Because that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah, no. But also I'm gonna, for the map and stuff, I'm probably gonna look into tiling systems.
Yeah.
Probably.
If we end up using that big shader, the shader that I was showing off today, then we can basically build the game like a regular 2D game.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool.
As far as I can tell, there will be very little shenanigans, because the what's it called? All the stitching and stuff it's all done on the rendering side, and not before, or not during development or something, not while you're building things. You can just make a 2D world and be like, hey, great, here you go.
Okay.
And that should work. Again, big emphasis on the should. And I need to figure out the camera system, because apparently it's not in there. So I need to work out how that works, but I'm pretty sure I can figure it out.
Cool.
We might have to use 2 cameras, but that's fine.
That's
a
fine.
technical problem for me. That's no problem.
Yeah,
At least we don't have to render a thing that's 30,000 by 17,000 pixels.
Preferably.
Every frame.
Preferably, yeah. Can
bad.
you go back a bit on the video?
You want to go back to the... This is the combat screen.
I don't know. Combat screen.
And this is a town.
Yeah, okay, a town. That's cool. Yeah, this is just styles.
Yeah, I don't really like the style of this one.
Yeah, can you go back on the Chrono Trigger one?
Yeah,
it's
Chrono
probably
Trigger is very
closer
pretty.
to what we...
Let's see. Chrono Trigger is very, very pretty. It's the one we want.
Yeah.
No, I said Chrono Trigger. What the fuck? Here we go. This one. Full game.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, yeah, no, that's not styles too, yeah.
I love the style of Chrono Trigger. I love the color palette. I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
There's a reason this game is probably one of the more famous JRPGs.
Yeah. Golden Sun is also a good ref, yeah, Saskia.
Yeah, Golden Sun as well.
But yeah,
and that's probably closer to the resolution we'll have. But oh no, it's pretty close to whatever this is.
I haven't made a 2D game in a while, so
I have never made a 2D game.
I know, but so basically the tile system is that I make little squares of textures, basically, and some elements that are slightly bigger and stuff, and so that I can put them everywhere. But I need to remember how objects work versus like obstacles and stuff. I need to remember how all of that works. But yeah, we're probably gonna do that. Probably much simpler.
Yeah.
Me neither. Yes, I would expect that. That's more surprising for me, I guess. But yeah, no, I've been mostly in 3D.
This game it has some tiling. You can tell by the grass is tiled a little bit.
It's mostly tiling.
There's a lot of tiling, but there's a many different tiles, and some things are very big as well.
Yeah, but tiling doesn't keep you you have tiles and you have things,
and then you can just use them wherever.
They have a base. They still fit the grid of the tile in a way, but
of course
they have transparency, for example.
Yeah, we will not have transparency in our game because you cannot make a half transparent stitch.
No, but I can make there is no stitch at this point at this moment.
Of course.
For this asset, so that's transparency.
That's probably transparency. Yeah, well,
that's what I mean. It's basically PNG. Like it's...
Yeah, I know. It's just a bunch of PNGs.
Yeah.
And they will render depending on our Z sorting, it will render the closest one, and that's done. Yeah,
no, that's what I mean by transparency.
Yeah, I understand.
Having assets on top of each other that are not squares.
It's going to be fine.
Not transparency like, oh, this is, you can see through. That I understand we do not want.
So yeah, this one is pretty cool. What was the other game? Tales of Fantasia. That was
Tales of Fantasia. Very pretty.
We were looking at because it's very pretty. It's Tales of Fantasia? Yes, this is the one, I think.
Yeah, this is the one.
Sure, let's click on this video. Yeah, this one is very pretty.
It's more zoomed in too.
It's it's a little bit more zoomed in.
Well, that's also the screen resolution making. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, the camera effect was slightly parallax and stuff. That's nice.
But I love the color palette in this one is very nice.
Yeah, it's more muted.
Yeah. I think we want to go a little more vibrant than this one, but I like how it looks.
Yeah.
And then
it looks good, right? That's a level that I'm not sure I can reach to, but
yeah, this is one of the prettier.
It's still very, very cool.
Look at this sky and stuff. This is so cool. I like that.
Yeah, that's a bit too high level for me, I think.
Yeah, but that's fine. But you could always cheat it because Flosscross you can just import an image and then set the resolution.
I mean, sure, I could. But also, when do you foresee us having such a view.
I don't know.
Never.
But if we have cinematics
Probably
and when you're
never.
walking on top of a mountain or something, you might want to shift the camera a bit.
We're probably not going to have cinematics.
I don't know. I
want people to be able to walk away from
but not
dialogues
always.
and stuff.
If the characters are talking and there's like a big dramatic, it was something we might have to have cinematics for some actions and stuff, because it's not going to be all standing around and talking. And sometimes you might want to take the control away from the player because he needs to see a thing.
No.
Or there's going to be, I don't know, flashbacks or whatever.
Not much. Yeah, but even then, I don't foresee such an angle and stuff. It's
no, I don't know, but
different. I don't know. Yeah, that's a bit too photorealistic.
I always think about cinematic moments in games, and I like when they happen. Not specifically like it has to be like a movie with shots and whatever, but have when you arrive somewhere and it looks cool, and you're like, oh wow, this is cool, this is pretty. And it's the you come out of the cave in Breath of the Wild moments,
Yeah, sure, but that's not
it's not part of the game specifically.
The things we can do are very limited.
Yes, I know.
With that, so the spectacular moments are going to be very different and much less about cameras moving.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
have things moving into the screen.
Have a nice set piece at some point or whatever. When you come at the big city, have a nice view for some reason.
Yeah, but I think these don't need to be cinematic. For example, I'm thinking Octopath. A lot of it is you moving and discovering this place that is on a hill, and you have a big cathedral behind.
Yeah, I meant
the camera naturally follows that and does that.
Yeah.
And then and I like that way more because it needs much less. It doesn't take you prisoner in a way.
Yeah, it's not.
You still get it. You do have a few cinematic, but they look like they could be playable. And stuff like that. So
it's
that's
characters moving and stuff. But that's what I meant by cinematics anyway.
I don't really want. Of course, we're gonna have to because flashbacks and storylines and stuff. But I think I would rather never have a view of something that you couldn't go to.
Yeah, I understand. Okay.
I want if we have a flashback, I want it to be in places that could have been or could be.
Yeah, that makes sense, and that's good for two reasons. Both because you'd never want to make a thing that you can only use once.
Yeah.
And
first of all,
that's one reason. That's a big reason because there's only two of us again.
Yeah.
So we need to be smart about what we build and how we build it.
So it's like the same room, but shaded in sepia tones.
Yeah. Basically,
that's it. It's in gray, or there is a slight color change or whatever. But yeah, it's if we have a completely randomly the princess doing a thing with a guy and planning something nefarious.
Yeah. This is.
It happens in her bedroom that you can visit in the castle or something.
Yeah. I just
or in the laboratory that is underground that you're gonna visit at some point.
Yeah, something like that. I just clicked on Sea of Stars randomly, and that's way more detailed. That's very different than what I was expecting.
Oh, it's very cool.
It's pretty. I look forward to playing this game someday.
Much less old school textures and much more.
It's very. It looks
modern style.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I think I would want to use that more.
Yeah, this is pretty. Well, we were talking that we're going to be streaming a bit more.
Yeah.
And I think, Sea of Stars is a lot more detailed than what we're going for. Of course. But they have a team and stuff. And they spent many, many years on that game.
Yeah.
We want to be
you could imagine this, but slightly simplified.
Yeah.
And still looking good.
I can imagine it.
I'm pondering, though, the resolution of this game versus what we want.
Right now we have a 240 by 135 resolution, which is very small.
Yeah, it's more Tales of Fantasia.
It's basically the resolution if the Game Boy Advance was widescreen.
That's very much not much.
That's not a lot. I know.
That's not a lot.
But it's because you want to be able to see the stitches, basically.
Yeah, sure.
So you need to find the correct distance. It's easy to change. It's all dynamic in the systems right now, because we didn't know what resolution we wanted, and we can always just decide to go bigger if you want to.
Sure.
But bigger means more details and means more expensive and more time.
We might not have the choice.
But I
don't know.
I was looking at the resolutions of games and how pretty they are and how I'd like our game to look. And I think we need to stay in the Super Nintendo / Game Boy Advance realm-ish.
Yeah, so it will be Chrono Trigger and Tales of Fantasia at most.
Chrono Trigger and Golden Sun. What's Golden Sun?
Golden Sun, yeah.
What does Golden Sun look like again? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I remember.
They all look the same after a certain while. You know, in your mind, you're like, which one was it?
Oh, this is very, very low res. Let's see if I can find a better one.
Please.
This video is like 15 years old or something. 12 years old.
Blurry.
Let's see.
Blurry.
Oh, here on Wii U. Great. This is going to look great.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's very washed out, but whatever.
More. That's fine.
Yeah, they have a very dynamic camera system in the combats. Oh,
the cursor vibrating is triggering me so bad. But yeah, no. See, this is the kind of animations I was talking about. You know, one or two little frames here and there of things that move.
Yeah. In when I was looking at Link's Awakening on the Game Boy, it basically everything is static, but in every screen there's like one thing that moves a tiny bit.
Yeah.
And that's very nice.
Yeah.
Like here's the same. Everything is static, but this one glows a little bit and the fire moves. And the characters, of course, but the entire screen for the rest of it is completely static.
Yeah, sure.
Why are they still in
that's what I had in mind. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay.
So
I need to
sort of like
that
this,
we're gonna be
basically.
Sort of like this. More top-down than I expected.
This is a little bit more top-down, but we can always cheat it a bit because, well, we're inspired by medieval tapestries. They didn't.
Yeah, perspective isn't a thing.
Perspective is just whatever.
Perspective is whatever you need to symbolize.
Yeah,
basically.
it depends on the screen, basically.
That gives us like a lot of leeway to cheat.
It gives us a lot of leeway, and also because we can scale the characters down now, if we want to, and up. It would just mean that sometimes they might look a bit weird because the stitching and stuff.
I don't want to do that.
No, but it's possible. I can show you later how that would look. If I figure out.
More top-down-ish.
Yeah. I like how the combat looks in this game.
Yeah.
I like that the background is basically a one big static image, and they just scroll over it and make the camera and the characters move, and that way it looks like 3D, but it isn't.
Yeah.
See, it's very cool. I like it.
Very nice.
I think that the background for our fights could be something like this, unless you want to go more for the.
This is why I wanted the parallax.
Yeah, the
so that I can have a few things in the foreground and a few things in the background that can move around.
Yeah, because our combat is very much basically a side view, sort of.
No, because we have a grid, so
it's the grid. It's like
we're more like isometric view, to be fair.
Yeah, it's top-down isometric from the side.
But that means that I can have just a ground texture.
Yes.
For the grid,
with a little bit of sky, maybe, and that's it.
And behind that is a 2D decor.
Yeah.
With two maybe plans parallaxing, and I can have a few things in the foreground as long as I'm not hiding the grid too much.
Yeah.
And that way you can have a few things that move, or a few things that you can have a few camera effects or stuff if you want, or panning effects instead.
I can show off the combat system how it is right now.
Sure.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Where is it? Up combat. This is the render shader stuff. This thing is a mess a bit.
I bet.
I've been trying to keep it vaguely organized, but it's a bit of a mess still. Here's the battle mode, and now I need to find the battle mode. Here it is. So yeah, this is how it looks. Right now.
So, yeah. So you would have basically the slice of the screen that is the grid would be like ground with a slight perspective effect.
Yes.
Then on the front where you have the menu, you could have some vegetation, some effects, a hill dropping into the sea or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
And behind the grid,
have the sky, basically.
The slice above where there is the timeline and stuff, you'd have a bit of decor or the sky or both.
Yeah,
Hills,
if you're in a dungeon,
whatever.
maybe it could be like stone walls.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
If you're outside, it could be the sky or whatever.
And I would want to have the ability to have two plans for this.
Yes.
So that if it's like hills, you have two sides of hills and one with the sky. Okay, that could be moving a bit.
Yeah, and then if we could also have the background be moving, scrolling background. If it's like if you're on a boat or whatever, it could be possible.
For example, sure. I don't
something
think
like that. I don't know.
Boat right away, but yeah.
Something.
So
like
yeah, that's what I have in mind.
Yeah. Also, I've been looking at this.
We got it in.
I haven't looked at the screen for a bit, and I'm thinking like this menu could maybe be on the side. That way we could pull the grid down a bit.
I'd like that, yes.
Yeah, I think this menu should probably be on this side, and maybe only have like the stats for the characters on this side and on this side.
You can move also like the grid's not off center.
Oh yeah,
you can offset
right now it's in the center, but it could be whatever.
So that you have the menu more comfortably on one side.
Yeah, totally possible. Right now it's just wherever, because I'm still it's not a visual testing thing. It's all like
but there's a bit of UI going on.
Yeah, there's a bit of UI going on because I was thinking
it's mock-ups, but
because I need to make stuff happen.
Yep.
So it's basically, I'm going to put this here because it makes sense for now, and we'll figure it out later for real.
We will figure it out for sure.
Like this menu has been growing. It was only 3 at the start, and now we're like, okay, but we need this and we need this, and maybe we want to wait, maybe we want to move, maybe we want to do this. And
we're gonna probably get rid of some of them at some point.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we only have the ones that are available or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe we have all of them all the time. I don't know.
With some grayed out or something. Yeah, sure. But
I'm quite happy with this power levels thing, by the way.
Oh, that's very fun. It's
very fun. It's not completely working yet, but it's pretty cool.
It is.
You can move out of the way, and then it attacks, and it does 0 damage because the systems are all messed up because the numbers are all wrong.
Oops.
That doesn't matter.
It's fine.
I'll figure it out later. It's a future me problem.
Yeah.
I've been busy with stitches and stuff.
Yeah, stitches first. The rest can wait. But if you want visuals,
see, there's still a couple bugs if you move the cursor around. The highlight is messed up. I need to figure out how to change that.
Yeah.
I think of I don't know. Yes, Kat.
One thing at a time. Stitches first.
Of course.
But I need to start. Yeah, start asset making.
Sorry, cat time. I'm leaning back a bit. He wanted to hug.
It's time for the cat.
Ow.
That being said,
yes, those are claws in my shoulder. Thank you, cat.
Oh.
He's purring like crazy.
Aww,
anyway,
maybe.
So yeah, this is the combat system.
Yeah.
I think we can move those things around a bit. And then we'll figure it out. Like, this is probably too low, but like slightly above, and then the menu over here or something. You should probably, maybe you could make a mock-up or something of what you're thinking. And I might,
sure.
And then we'll discuss it.
But I need to go back to your prototype to remember how many options we have and how many, menu open another menu that might open another menu. Cascading things.
Yeah, because there's going to be sub-menus and stuff that don't exist yet.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
Because once you click on special action, yes, cat. You're annoying, Cute but annoying.
Yeah, so there is things I need to work out, but also I need to. It will go with the deadlines, also priorities, and what we need first.
Yes.
We need to establish what we need first right now, or what's the order of priority, so that we don't spread ourselves
Yeah, we need to.
into
Yeah,
too
because
many things.
I've been working on the
Because like
combat system
the
for a
UI
bit.
of the combat, that's great, but that's
Not
if
very
I do
important.
mockup, I cannot start working on decors, environments
No,
and stuff.
it's not very
So
important.
do we want visuals first? Do we want UI of combat first? Do we want,
I think
a
we
bit
want
of
visuals
everything?
first.
And in which case, I do a bit of this and a bit of that,
Mm.
depending on the week. But yeah, so we need to work on this.
Yeah, I need to try and not get too spread thin as well.
Yeah, also because then you're gonna ask me for things that I cannot provide, and I would do the same. I would be like, oh, but how I need this to work because I want to look at this because I'm working on that.
Let's say
So we need
that's a
to
next week
really.
problem for us, that we sit down for a bit, make a list. Well, you have started on the list, a very big one. I will need to see what is depending on what. If I don't know, if you need exploration stuff, well, I need to build the systems first. So
Yeah,
you
sure,
cannot
but
really start building. Yeah, well, you can build a scene and show and see how it looks, but you cannot really walk around somewhere or something.
exactly.
So that's something I need
So
to build first.
yeah, sure. Or
That's not
maybe
like the
I can
longest part,
still
but
work on it first. Or if you want to first really have all the combat system kind of prototyped, then I should work on this first, maybe
yeah,
instead of, stuff like that. So
yeah,
I
we
would
need to
need
discuss that.
to,
We'll look at that list like next week or
yeah,
something.
and especially because for now it's on hold because the shader first. The shader comes first.
Yes, the shader comes
So
first, and
yeah.
I think we're going to have only one line of stitches for now.
Mhm.
And maybe I'll duplicate it a bunch of times, maybe make it like temporary stitches or whatever, and then I'll slowly replace them with the ones I've made.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll be able to help me as well after we figure out a correct system. Because I've been doing that, but I could also work on other stuff, and if we share the load, we'll go a lot faster. We could,
Yeah, for
once
sure.
we have like decided on a system that works,
Yeah.
we can basically say, okay, this is perfect. Let's just spend a couple days and do as many stitches as we can, and then we'll see whatever happens. Maybe we'll only have 2 per stitch because it's too long for a job, and that will cut like several days of work or something.
Maybe.
The last couple stitches I made, I took only 30 minutes instead of an hour.
Yeah, no, of course there's that too. Like by the 10th stitch, you're slightly faster.
Yes,
Than before.
it still takes a long time
It's
because
okay
it's
now.
cutting out and then adapting and then basically erasing all the black, and it's rotoscoping by hand. So it's of course it takes a long time.
Sure.
But yeah, I could be the one cutting all the stitches out and you would be the one placing them on a grid or something. And making sure they all look good or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Sure thing. I'm sorry, I'm losing focus because I got notifications, and I think that's a good sign that we need to stop.
Yes, it's we've been going for 1.5 hours.
Yeah, and also that's too much information even for me.
And I'm hungry,
In the
and there's
sense of,
too much.
oh
And
God, there is so much to do. Which one should I do first? Oh no. So no.
yeah, it's fine. We'll
It's
sit down
fine.
for that next week, like
Yeah.
someday, or I don't know, this week maybe, and then
Maybe,
we'll see.
We'll see. Sure.
This is the focus for now for me. I'm going to make this work, and
Yeah,
it's going to be great.
I'm gonna give you a hand. Verify that I'm good with the prototype storyline
Yes,
that I've written. That I'm still good with it,
I
and then
I need
probably
to read that because I haven't
move
yet.
to help you. Oh,
Did you put it on the doc?
it's
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's in the
It's written down.
documentation.
I should.
There's not there is not much more. It's just that I need to see if now that I've left it rest.
Yeah.
For a few days, I'm still fine with that.
Yeah. Do we want that? Do we want something
Is it
different?
still?
Do we want it weirder? Do we want it? I don't know.
Is it still okay? Is it too long? Is it too much? Is it
Yeah.
not much enough? Like,
Is it too
let's see.
bland? Is it fun? Is it interesting?
Yeah, no, it's like stuff like
I'll
that.
look into. I'll look at it. We'll have I'm going to try and read it this week, and then we'll talk about it like Monday or something.
Sure thing.
Anyway, I think this is it for today.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for being here during our weekly whatever this is.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming by.
Oh, thank you. Kisses on your noses. Bye.
Yes. See you all very, very soon.
Have a good evening,
Goodbye.
everyone. Bye.